Hey YouTube. Today we talk about my Ruger Standard or Ruger Mark 1 and 22 caliber. But first, get this magazine out. Ruger Standard is Bill Ruger's sort of attempt to make a 22 caliber version of the Japanese Type 14 Nambu. In some ways he was somewhat right. I used to have a Type 14. I wish I still had it for this video, but I unfortunately no longer have it since I needed money. But it operates in a very similar way where it uses a bolt and has a raked back grip, although this one's more like the Lugers and the Nambus. Started making them, I believe, in 1949 and made the standard till, I believe, 1982, I think so. And that's when the Mark III came out, which introduced a bolt or slide, whatever you want to, whichever you prefer, stop on there. Though the standard does not lock open empty magazines. Unless you, I think there's a magazine out there that does do that, but the standard one does not. But you can lock it open using the safety. And it does drop it. But that's not the intended purpose of safety, it's just to prevent the gun from firing. See if I can get the sight picture on camera. I will not be disassembling this pistol on video because getting it together is relatively easy, but putting it back together makes me create 4-letter words and gives me headaches, and I don't want you guys watching a video of someone struggling for an hour trying to put this pistol back together. Well, there is videos on YouTube of people doing it, but it seems like there isn't like a one way to put this back together. It seems almost everyone has their own unique way of putting it back together. Usually involving satanic rituals and animal sacrifice and doing the hokey pokey to get this thing back together again. So I will not be doing that in this video. This particular example is actually one of the last Ruger standards. So when I looked at serial, it said it was made in, I think, 81 or 82, so it's pretty much at the very end of the standard production. And this particular one also belonged to my, one of my grandfathers. He used to have this. I think he used to hunt, I think my grandma used to say he used to hunt chipmunks with it. But in Maryland. Either that or he just had it just for plinking, is one of the two. Probably just plinking with it, because he also had a little bolt-action Mossberg rifle in 22 Magnum. It's actually kind of sad when she told me, like, oh, he has a Luger, and then I saw that I had my hopes up, and I found this thing, like, oh. It's not a bad gun, just not quite what I was hoping it would be. And I did grow up with a Mark II. It had the 4-inch bull barrel with target sights. It was a very, very accurate pistol. I actually kind of miss it. That and Packmeyer grips. Though I can't recommend the Mark 1, Mark II, or Mark III when the Mark IV exists, which to disassemble has like a little push button back here. And it hinges the whole top of the gun up and you just pull the bolt out and everything. It's much more convenient to use. These also came in 4-inch, in this case a 6-inch variety. I don't think they introduced the bull barrel variant until the Mark II, but I think there was some Mark I's that had bull barrels, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. And they all came with these plastic grips, although you can replace them with there's a wide variety of grips to choose from to put on these. The difference between this and the newer Rugers is the newer ones have a push button release, while the older ones at the Mark I and Mark II had the heel magazine release. Remember a little fun little bit of trivia though is in Star Wars the alien that Han shoots, Greedo, he actually uses one of these. They just cut the barrel down and put some weird little flash hider looking thing on the end of the barrel, but it was a Ruger standard he was using. I guess because it looks kind of like a blaster. And I know you're not supposed to dry fire, but I'm going to do it just for you guys, just to show you what it's like. Some take up right here to hit a wall. Bang. And a reset. Not too far, but not amazing. The reason you're not supposed to dry fire rim fires that much is because the, unlike center fires where firing pin basically just hits a void and nothing there for it to hit, rim fires, they hit the side of the chamber and that could damage the firing pin, since there's no rim that's going to be hitting. In case you're wondering about the bolt coming back and hitting you in the face, this pin right here, which goes all the way through here, that prevents the bolt from just shooting off and hitting you. So you don't have to worry about that problem occurring. But anyways, this is a quick video of my Ruger Standard or Mark I, whichever you prefer. And have a nice day.